The sun blazes down on the packed plaza, turning the sand to shimmering gold. Beneath the shade of the sombreros, eyes are fixed on the gate where the first bull is about to appear. Soon it will be met by the flash of a red cape and the sting of a sharp sword. What follows will be an intricate dance of life and death, a clash of wills between man and beast. This is a Spanish bullfight, and it's one of the most thrilling spectacles in the world. So sit back and enjoy this beautiful dance. The drama of the bullfight unfolds in 3 acts, each marked by specific rules and traditions that have been passed down for centuries. Each act is a testament to the rich history of this ancient art form, which dates back to Roman times. And although some criticize it as a cruel blood sport, to many it's a celebration of courage, tradition, and respect for the natural world. The first act, the Cape or Tanda. The music builds in the orchestra pit, a dramatic crescendo that echoes the tension rising in the crowd. Suddenly, the heavy wooden door of the corral bursts open, and the first bull emerges into the ring, its massive head held high, nostrils flaring as it takes in the sights and sounds of the plaza. The crowd roars with anticipation. This is the moment they've come for. Emerging from the shadows, the matador appears at the edge of the ring, a picture of concentration and control. His every movement precise, economical, his eyes locked onto the bull. He holds his cape aloft, a flash of red against the black beast, beckoning, taunting, always aware of the danger that lies just beneath the surface. The dance begins. The bull reacts instinctively, lunging, pawing, its massive horns lowered in a deadly charge. But the matador is ready, his cape a blur of motion as he directs the bull's charge, never allowing it to gain the upper hand. Again and again, the dance continues, a mesmerizing display of skill and daring. The matador's cape work is a thing of beauty, each movement calculated to entice, to provoke, to control. But never does he allow the bull to touch him with its sharp horn. And all the time, the orchestra swells, underscoring the drama of the moment. This is the essence of the first act, a test of nerve, a battle of wills between man and beast. It is a reminder of the primal forces that have been unleashed and the respect and understanding that must exist between the matador and his opponent. But the bullfight is more than just a test of skill. It's a celebration of life, death, and honor. For the matador, it's a chance to prove himself, to test his courage and his connection to a centuries-old tradition. For the bull, it's a chance to live out its natural instincts, to charge and to defend, to be the embodiment of untamed power. The first act ends with the cheers of the crowd still ringing in the air, the matador having successfully navigated the deadly dance with the cape. But the real test is yet to come. The second act, the sword. The roar of the crowd fades to a murmur as the first act comes to an end and the matador prepares for the next phase of the bull. With a swift movement, he disengages his cape, revealing a bright red flag that serves as a rallying cry for the spectator. It's time for the sword to enter the arena. As the orchestra strikes up a haunting melody, the bull is momentarily distracted by a group of picadors who enter the ring, their lances poised. The matador seizes the moment, stepping forward with a long, slender sword held high. The crowd watches intently, their cheers echoing the matador's determination. With a graceful flourish, he extends his arm, offering the bull's head a flash of sunlight glinting off the blade. The bull reacts instantly, charging forward with a snort of anger. The matador remains calm, stepping aside to let the bull pass, then quickly recovering his balance. This is the delicate balance of the sword stage, a moment of heightened tension. As the matador prepares to strike, the bull is momentarily distracted by the picadors, giving the matador the opening he needs. With a quick, precise thrust, he drives the sword deep into the bull's shoulder, avoiding vital arteries. The crowd gasps as the bull bellows in pain and anger, but the matador stands firm, his grip unwavering. He has given the bull its first wound, but it's far from the end of the battle. In the heart of the Spanish countryside, a young boy dreams of becoming a matador. Every day practices his footwork in the dusty streets, imagining himself in the center of the ring. One day, his dream becomes reality when he's invited to attend a bullfight and witness the legendary matador elk. The sight of the roaring crowd and the clash of wills between man and beast leaves an indelible mark on the young boy's soul. From that moment, he is determined to follow in the footsteps of his hero. Under the guidance of a seasoned mentor, the boy learns the art of bullfighting, mastering the intricacies of footwork, cape handling, and years of rigorous training and countless practice sessions in the shadow of El Cordobes finally pay off. The young matador is ready to make his debut. On the day of his first bullfight, the young matador is nervous, but determined. As he enters the ring, he can hear the whispers of the crowd, wondering if the new kid can live up to the legacy of his mentor. But when the bull charges, the young matador reacts instinctively, his training taken over. He dances around the bull, dodging its deadly horns and retaliating with precise thrusts of his sword. The crowd is on the edge of their seats, witnessing the next generation of matadors in the making. And as the young matador emerges victorious, the crowd erupts in cheers. The legend of El Nino has just begun. The third act, the final confrontation. As the music reaches a fever pitch, the crowd leans forward, their cheers echoing the intensity of the moment. The bull is tiring, its movement slower, its head hanging lower, but it's far from finished. With a sudden surge of strength, it charges forward, its horns lowered for the kill. The matador remains calm, stepping aside to let the bull pass, then quickly recovering his balance. The orchestra strikes up a dramatic crescendo, heightening the tension in the air. The matador seizes the moment, driving his sword deep into the bull's shoulder. The crowd gasps as the bull bellows in pain and anger, but the matador stands firm. The dance of death reaches its climax as the matador maneuvers the exhausted bull around the ring, keeping it just within reach of his sword. Finally, as the bull stumbles and falls, the matador delivers the final blow, ending the animal's suffering. The crowd erupts into thunderous applause, honoring the bravery of the matador and the nobility of the bull. The fight is over. The victor stands in the center of the ring, his face streaked with sweat and dirt, his body bruised but unbroken. The crowd's roar is deafening, their cheers echoing his courage. As the matador raises his arms in victory, the orchestra strikes up a triumphant fanfare, celebrating the spectacle that has just unfolded before their eyes. The thrill of the chase, the clash of wills, the dance of life and death, all have culminated in this moment of triumph. But the matador knows that the true victory lies not just in the cheers of the crowd, but in the respect and understanding he has earned from the bull, the ultimate test of a matador's skill and bravery. So when you witness a bullfight, know that you are experiencing more than just a sport. You are witnessing a clash of wills, a test of courage, and a celebration of life itself. The sight of the matador dancing around the bull, dodging its deadly horns while keeping it under control with his cape, is truly breathtaking. The precision and timing required for this feat are astounding, and the matador's bravery in the face of such a powerful opponent is truly inspiring. As the fight progresses, the tension builds. The matador's every move is met with a counter move from the bull, and the slightest mistake can prove fatal. The crowd is on the edge of their seats, their cheers and gasps echoing the intensity of the moment. Then comes the sword stage. The music reaches a fever pitch, and the matador advances towards the bull with a raised sword. The crowd holds their breath as the matador executes a series of quick thrusts, aiming for the bull's shoulder. The bull bellows in pain and anger, but the matador remains calm, his movements fluid and precise. The final confrontation is truly a sight to behold. The matador, with his sword raised high, confronts the exhausted bull one last time. The music reaches a dramatic crescendo, and the matador strikes the final blow, ending the bull's suffering. The crowd erupts into thunderous applause, honoring the bravery of the matador and the nobility of the bull. As the dust settles and the crowd begins to disperse, you can't help but feel a sense of awe at the spectacle you have just witnessed. A dance of life and death, a clash of wills, a test of courage. It's no wonder that bullfighting has been celebrated for centuries. And as you leave the plaza, the memory of the matador's bravery and the noble spirit of the bull will stay with you long after the roar of the crowd has faded away. Thank you for watching. See you next time!